Hello and a very good evening to you from Jalan Besar Stadium. It's the Singapore Premier League presented by AIA. Brunei DPMM returning to our shores. It's their second match of this campaign. They've started a little bit later than everyone else. They're up against Balestier Khalsa. It's been a very interesting couple of matches already here on match week 3. 2 big wins. Albrecht's Niigata with a very comprehensive 4-0 defeat against 10-man Lion City Sailors, which has got some tongues wagging, I should say. God, I'm getting in a tongue twister there. And Tampines Rovers right here, Jalan Besar Stadium last night, thrashing Young Lions 3-0. What will we see tonight? More goals? Well, we can only hope. Let's hear what the coaches of the 2 teams in action here have to say in just a short while. But first, here's that table with Tampines Rovers at the top. An opportunity for Balestier Khalsa perhaps to be just 1 point behind them if they get a very good win here. That is probably unlikely, but they can get into the top half of the table, and it could be a chance for first points on the board for DPMM. As promised, here are the coaches.
All right, Coach, last week you mentioned that your team was perhaps a bit rusty. What have you addressed in training coming into this one?
Well, we've worked hard again, obviously worked on our shape, more on our shape, because I thought the last half an hour we huffed and puffed a little bit. There's a lot of gaps in the midfield, between midfield and defence, so worked hard in training. But I do think, looking back at it, I think it'll take 5 or 6 games for us to get back to match fitness. More than fitness is different when you go to the gym or you do running, but match fitness is totally different. So I think it'll take 5 or 6 games to get back on the horse. But I still enjoyed it. I know we lost, but I was still pleased with the players. They gave me everything, but that just a little bit of quality at the end. We lost a little bit of quality.
What kind of challenge are you expecting from Balestier today?
Another tough game. Like I say, we're not at the races at the moment. It will take a little while, but it's going to be an open game. For some reason, it could be plenty of goals, which obviously the public would like to see, and that's for both teams. 1-0 to me would be great. 1-0 would be great, but no, I think it'll be an exciting game. But we know, they've had 2 games already, and they're not done too bad at all. So we know it's going to be a difficult game.
Well, last week you said that there were areas in your team's game that you thought needed to be improved on. How have you addressed that, and what will be key for you tonight?
It is something that we have worked on already for longer, because I think for us to be competitive with the top teams in this league, I think we have shown that we can play, that we play good combination football, that we can break lines. But we should become better at dominating games and bring them home. And I think we need to make sometimes a little bit better choices. Don't force things, don't rush things. Play it square 2-3 times and then play forward. We need to be a little bit more mature in our decision making, but that's a process. I thought last week, we played well, but in the end, the next step is controlling these games and bring them home. And I think we allowed the opponent too much of the ball at some point.
Well, there are a lot of eyeballs on Alan Khalsa since he's joined the club. What have you made of his performances so far, and how do you think he can contribute more, perhaps, to the team?
I think Alan has shown glimpses of his potential, and he's definitely recruited for a reason, and I think he shows that already. And I think he's a little bit the engine room where it starts in the first phase of playing out together with Walloon. But also, Alan needs to improve there. I mean, he is a holding midfielder, and his passing rates, need to be a little bit higher without losing a sense of adventure, if that makes sense. So find a good balance between that, being safe, but at the same time, don't play everything square and back, because in the end, possession-based football is not about having the ball. It's about creating opportunities and be effective in your possession. At the same time, don't rush things, and that is something. And I say that again. That moving forward is going to be very important.
Well, some forthright views from both coaches, some honest thoughts there as well. With me, who gives his forthright and honest views as well, is Shashi Kumar, as the two teams just made their way onto the pitch. Shashi, welcome back to Jalan Besar Stadium. You were here last night as well, covering a fine win by Tampines Rovers. What did you make of what these two coaches said tonight?
We always have time for both these coaches. I think they are very frank, very candid, especially they speak football, very technical about it. And, I think Adrian Pennock was talking about the lack of match fitness, which is very, very true. It's different from a normal fitness, and they struggled a little bit in the last, half an hour against LCS. As for Balestier, and they looked good against the Young Lions in that second game. Did well to win that game, but loads of work to do, obviously.
Jansen Fu is in charge of this one, and he has got assistants Abdul Hanan and Olsen Fu with him. Fahad Muhammad is the VAR, Jay Ashok Raj is assisting him. The fourth official is Muhammad Taufik Tana. And VAR certainly came into focus last night. Let's see what happens this evening. Adrian Pennock there, who's been with the club now for quite a few years, and very friendly guy when you have a chat with him. Balestier Khalsa will be riding high after that win, albeit some might unkindly say, against Young Lions. As we look at the Brunei DPMM lineup here, Helmi Zambin had to go off injured around the half-hour mark in that first match against Lion City Sailors. There's also no place for Hanif Farhan in the starting 11. Josip Balic, their Croatian signing, the defensive midfielder, makes his first start. Awanku Fakradzi, who took over from Helmi Zambin, gets his start today. Still no place for Nur Ikwan Othman, who remains injured for Brunei. For Balestier Khalsa, after that win against Young Lions, Emmerich Ong came on for Amir Hakim, and he retains his place in the 11 today. He starts with Amir on the bench. That's the only change for this match. The youngster Lewis Lee remains sidelined. There's also a place for Masahiro Sugita. Oh, there was supposed to be a place for, I should say. There was a thought that he might be back. He missed that last match, but he is not available. And that is a miss, isn't it? Yeah,
very much so. And he did not play in that second game as well, so he's going to be a big miss. But they'll be looking to Alan Koza, like Peter De Roo said, he needs to improve as well. He plays in that holding role, a defensive role, or whatever you want to call it, but he was looking for Alan Koza to play more forward balls, more penetrative balls.
That was quite telling, wasn't it, when
exactly.
he said that? He said we've only seen glimpses of him so far.
Yeah, and I think with all foreigners who come in, new foreigners that come into our league, it's going to be difficult. The culture, the style of play, the pitches, obviously, come into play as well. So they will take a little bit of time to settle. But he looks, he needs a good run of games. I think that's what's more important at the moment for Balestier. Yeah, he certainly has probably been the most high-profile signing for this season, Alan Koza. He played for Mura in Slovenia, who famously beat Tottenham Hotspur in the Europe Conference League, which I'm afraid these days probably not that big a deal. But yeah, it is with some pedigree that it comes into this. Let's see if he can start to deliver. So it's Shuhei Yoshino who's going to get us going here for Balestier Khalsa. We're looking to continue that momentum after that win against Young Lions, and for DPMM, they want to get points on the board, as you said, as you heard there from their coach, Adrian Pennock.
It's going to take 5 matches. That's quite a while, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 5 games is a loads of games actually, you know, so it's very important that they do that quickly. And you know, I think one of the disadvantages, and we spoke about this in that very first game, is that they play their first home game only in May.
Yes.
And that is a big problem, because if you can remember in 2019, Brunei Darussalam was a fortress, the stadium. And I think they only lost 1 game against Tampines.
That start, I think that's going to be really important. So Daniel Go there on that right-hand side, who's can be a real threat. He showed his finishing abilities. Here's Madu Mohana. There he is now, Daniel Go. Koza, quick ball forward there from Shuhei Oshino, but perhaps expecting a little bit too much from Fudil, who he's found life in the SPL with his first full season a little bit tough.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. You know, I think the intensity, they need to deal with the intensity, these young players. And that is the most important thing. And if they can get a run of games, 4, 5, 6 games, and I think they should be all right. And from then on, the technical ability takes over, really.
Well, Ignatius has put some very tasty balls into the mix last week. Set one up for Shuhei Hoshino. That's quickly distributed by Tursunbayev, the Balestier goalkeeper.
That's a very good start for Balestier. Looking menacing, good short passes, and then a very good ball in from Ignatius. A very, like you said, delicious ball into the penalty area.
Well, if you know a team is sort of struggling for fitness and all that, and rusty, you want to go at them hard, don't you, at the start?
Yeah, exactly. You want to start strong, probably get an early goal and then see what happens from then. But as for Brunei, they need to stem the tide a little, but they go forward now.
Najib Tarif trying to get their wing-backs as far forward as possible.
Which they didn't do much against the LCS because they were penned back, especially with Balestier in there. Down that left-hand side, they had so much trouble in that game against Balestier. And in the end, I think it was the quality. You know, Tanaka, Balestier, these 2 players, almost unplayable on that day.
Yeah, certainly a very different story yesterday. Here's Darren Tate. There's Voronkov, who was the top scorer, remember, in 2019, but was very, very quiet, wasn't he, in that last match?
Very much so. 3 years passed, and lots of difference there. And Ho Wai Lun does very well here, hustling and winning the ball and winning the free kick. A player who's got 2 goals in that last game, coming from deep.
There's Fakarazzi just controlling things. You might just be able to hear the stiff breeze that we've got. I have to say, it is very pleasant for us.
Very, very much so. It's a very good start for the right back, Fudil.
Yeah, great for his confidence.
Yeah, exactly. And positioning-wise as well. Especially when you play in wide areas, your positioning has got to be on point.
And that was good pressure from
Voronkov wanted a corner kick, but I think he went out for a throw-in.
Well, he's the obvious person to aim for anyway, in these sort of situations. Almost gets to him, Koza clears. Only as far as Indra Putra. Now, Ho Wai Lun.
That's a scuffed cross there from Fakarazzi, I think, to number 20.
It's back to the goalkeeper. Shehan, who He's the #1 spot ahead of Mukundan Maran right now.
Not a good kick out there from Hyrule. I think the pass was on the right-hand side for Fudale.
Oh, Veronkov's done well. He lifts it over the keeper, and he's off the mark for 2023. That's a finely taken goal from the big man. Excellent work, and he just used his body, didn't he, brilliantly.
And Adrian Pennock said that 1-0 will do. Well, he's got an early goal here. A little bit scrappy here from the build-up, but that was a very good header, wasn't it? And I think Madhu lost it out. Yeah, that's the one, and Fudale was second best here, and what a finish from the 2019 top scorer, Andrei Verankov.
You know what, this little large combo, it's got a... there were flashes of it last week.
Yes.
We saw. Hakimi's a great player. That's why they're embracing so well. That's...
And you know, the ability to, or you know, the confidence to put Hakimi in there. He's only a young player. He's only 20 years old.
Yeah.
And to put him up there, up top with Verankov, and you know why. And the ability to spring up highest as well.
Yeah.
There, above Madhu. Could have done better there, and Fudale was caught napping a little.
Yeah, it was a bit of a mismatch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Verankov and Fudale. It's a breakthrough for DPMM. First time they've had the lead, of course, this season. They've gone down to Lion City Sailors in the last match.
I think Balestier would be very disappointed in the way they considered, because it was from a normal set piece, and then the header, there should have been enough cover there.
Dispossessed Ho Wai Lun, looking threatening now. Hendra Azam. There's a spring in their step and clean through. This could be #2. It is. That is a fantastic goal. Azwan Ali, the skipper, he just ran through Balestier.
Wow, I would like to look at this again. This was a superb goal. Ball won in midfield. And was there a little touch from Hakimi as well that let the ball in for Azwan? I want to take a look at this again. As the ball comes in here, that is the touch. Look at that, wonderful touch. Was it Hakimi there? And the finish was a superb finish. And look at this touch. There. Absolutely brilliant, and the finish was very classy indeed from the skipper, Azwan. There you go.
Oh, just so good to watch, really good to watch. It is 2 goals to the good with just about 8 minutes on the clock. This could be very, very painful for Balestier Khalsa if they're not careful. And to think, just about a minute and a half, 2 minutes ago, we were talking about how good they looked, Balestier.
Yeah, to be fair, they didn't start the game badly at all. But this is football. It's wonderful, isn't it? Within, like, what, 2 minutes or so, things have changed so fast. The good thing about this for Balestier is it has happened, like, so early in the game, so there is time for them to come back if they do get an early goal.
Well, in situations like this, putting your coaching cap on here, Shashi, what would you be sort of telling the team? Like, just calm down, don't worry.
Yeah,
just
that's the most important thing. You got to keep your heads, because you can't let your heads go, and then, you know, when you go 3-0 down, then it's all over by then.
Right.
It's crazy, right? And things have happened in football, and we know crazy things have happened in football. And 2-0 really is a very dangerous scoreline, you got to say, because if Balestier do score 1, suddenly you're under pressure.
Yeah.
You know, and you start falling deep.
There is the man of the moment, Hakimi, who's got 2 assists. He's got a goal from last week. He is, there he is, really making a name for himself. Yeah, they, as you say, want to try and limit the damage, keep it to 2, maybe till half-time. Wai Lun with a touch on to Shue Yoshino. Martinez got a touch on. Madhu. Oh, that's been closed down nicely. Voronkov wanted the ball in this path, perhaps, there from Hakimi.
I think Hakimi wanted to play the ball back to Joseph Balestier there and made that run, a deep run after winning the ball in midfield. At the moment, Balestier are in a disarray, especially in the middle of the park.
Emmerich plays it safe. Ryoya Taniguchi, who was excellent in that last match.
It's such an open game, isn't it?
It is. Now Koza advancing. He's looking for Hoshino. Needed to be a better ball to Daniel Go.
Yeah, he was caught in two minds there, Alan Koza. And in the end, it was a nutting ball, gave the ball away.
It's interesting. Look at where Voronkov is and look at where Hakimi is.
Yeah, at the moment, it's a partnership that is working well. You know, I think you said it, the big man, small man combination. It's brilliant, isn't it? And Aiden Pennock wanted his team. Oh, here comes Brunei again.
Fakarati, that's a delightful ball, isn't it? Up to Voronkov. He's got Hakimi free. If he could pass it, but he's going to go for goal. Was that the right option, Shashi?
Wow, you know, in a way, a striker has to be a little bit selfish, and from that position, I think a shot was on, and a player of his standards, his quality, as soon as he gone past his man here, it should have been on target. But then again, look at where Hakimi is, and you know, being a young boy, he hasn't said anything.
But he cut in a little too easily past Emmerich, wasn't it?
Very, very easily. But at the moment, every single time Brunei win the ball in transition, Balestier, they are haywire. You know, the defense, the organization is out of, they're just simply out of shape.
Here's Ignatius. Koza in a pocket of space there. He now receives the ball. Closed down again. He's not having a great start to this one. Lovely work there from Azizi.
Aswan, oh sorry, it was Voronkov who won the ball there earlier. And at the moment, Brunei DPMM winning the first ball, getting to the second ball, winning challenges, the 1v1 battles.
There's Aswan. Fakarati. Voronkov looking to find Fakarati, and just a bit of miscommunication.
Yeah, at the moment they're playing with loads of confidence. What a goal and 2 goals can do for your confidence. You know, Adrian Pennock, like I was saying just now, that they wanted like 5 games to get into peak match fitness, and what a way to do that, right? To be leading 2-0,
yeah,
and playing good football, controlling the game.
Hakimi on Darante.
So a little bit of miscom there, and Aswan Ali and Hakimi.
Here's Daniel Go. Scott Taniguchi next to him, who now receives the ball. There's too much on that one from the Japanese midfielder. Yeah, in the final third has not been great so far for Balestier.
Yeah, that final ball looking for Oshino was not a good one. Straight to the hands of Tosunbayev. And the gap between the back four of Balestier and the midfield is a little bit worrying here. Whenever they go forward, just take a look at the gap between the defense and the rest of their players. In possession as well, I think Balestier, they've got to take a look at their positioning, the organization as well. It's funny, weird saying this. In possession, you need to think of your defensive positions as well, but it is true. The players need to be in positions where, as soon as they lose the ball, they need to be in good positions to win the ball back. And at the moment, Balestier do not have that.
Here's Ignatius-san. Nicely done by Hoshino. Alan Koza. Now Taniguchi spots the run of Daniel, doesn't take that option. Puts his hand up in apology. Now Darante. They're well organized, they're well drilled, aren't they? Brunei DPMM not making it easy.
And exactly, and they form a 5 at the back whenever they lose the ball.
Wailun has given that away. Here's Hakimi on his own. Doesn't have much to support. What's he going to do? He's not short confidence, this man. Why not go for goal? We have two 20-year-olds in this side, or 23, I should say, down the goal, but two youngsters, the forwards who...
An early ball that was played forward for Hakimi in these 1v1 situations is very dangerous. And against Emmerich there.
Here's Najib. Martinez, who's played a lot of football, most of his football in Spain with lower tier clubs, but a lot of B teams like Deportivo La Coruña, for example, Mallorca. Here's Koza. Ignatius will get there.
Nicely done from Indra Putra there, defending 1v1 situations. It's key, really, if you're a defensive player. And spotted the run from Ignatius.
Have they stabilized a bit for you, Balestier, Khalsa, or is it still a little bit precarious?
No, I don't think they are really organized at the back. They need someone to really pull strings at the back and take leadership at the back. As for Brunei DPMM, always with a 5 at the back when they're defending. The wing-backs come back to help out.
I just watched Josip Balic's reaction there to Fakerazzi's clearance. Felt it was just a ball out of nowhere. Fudil advancing. Here's Balic. Haven't seen much of him yet. He's given the ball away. Big man at 191. Ignatius Ang. Not the best clearance from Najib Tarif. Daniel Go looking to try and put some pressure on here. Balestier Khalsa trying to get back into this game after conceding 2 very early goals. Taniguchi finds Koza. Now Ang. Saw the run there, Daniel Go. Just bent it in. Now Darren Tay. Lovely little dummy. Brilliant ball. They have got their goal. Ignatius Song at first with the turn. Trusenbaev makes a save, and on the rebound, it's Roya Taniguchi. It's 2-1.
A very good goal, I have to say. Well worked. They really took their time about it. Very patient indeed. I think in that passage of play, there was a dummy in there. I think it was from Taniguchi initially. There, this is the one. Nicely done. Well worked. And Ignatius, I think it was onside when the pass was made. Let's take a look at this. This ball in from Darren. Brilliant dummy there. Good touch in as well. The keeper does well to just parry it, but on the rebound, easy finish in the end from Taniguchi.
Nice little touch on as well, wasn't it, from Moschino?
Yep. Very, very good touch, and well worked, I gotta say.
This is funny, by the way. What we're seeing right now, Taniguchi was like this last week.
Yes.
with all the decisions for VAR.
He was the closest man to the referee all the time.
Correct, but he's not to be denied. Well, what a match this is.
Exactly.
Do you know what? Adrian Pennock said before the game, I have a funny feeling today's going to be full of goals.
Yep.
And he's absolutely right.
Very much so. And it's game on, really. Wonderful match here for the neutrals.
There's a goal for Tanjung Pagar against Jalan as well, by the way, in that other match. That's happening at the same time. We'll keep you posted on what's going on.
Yeah, Balestier just giving the ball away again just now cheaply. They just need to keep it simple.
They do have to now keep their composure, having just pulled one back.
Yeah, they don't want to go 2 down again, because Brunei DPMM can't afford to make mistakes against them, especially with Hakimi in there and Andre Verankov, heavily supported by Azwan, the skipper.
There you go, confirmation of the goal. Shakir Hamza has opened the scoring there for Tanjung Pagar United against Jalan International at Jurong East Stadium.
Yeah, Tanjung Pagar side that really need a result from somewhere and from anywhere, really.
Against provisional table toppers up till yesterday, Jalan International, who want to continue their fine start to the season.
Disappointing corner there from Hendra Azam.
There's Darren Tate. Here's Ignacio Sang. Taniguchi. Oh, a nice pocket of space. Ho Wai Lun. Now Taniguchi. Could see the idea. Ho Wai Lun didn't even bother asking, didn't even appeal.
Tell
Nice
you what,
idea there.
yeah, very good movement there. You can see the movement, trying to play, trying to break the lines, as Peter Deru was talking about. And then Taniguchi, you know he has that in the locker, trying to play those no-look passes, because Hoshino came forward looking for the ball. The ball went to Ho Wai Lun instead. The ball was overhit. Good idea from Taniguchi.
Here is Taniguchi now.
Oh,
That's a delightful ball, isn't it, to Ignacio Sang? He's got Darren Tate. If he decides to go that way, no, he's done well. Looking to pull that back. Under pressure here now, DPMM. Hoshino. Fudil. They want to keep this momentum going. Balestier Khalsa.
Taniguchi showing his full repertoire. Oh.
Trying to be a little too cute there, perhaps. Darren Tate. Verankov. Skips past that. He's done that a few times, hasn't he? Fudil sliding in.
Yeah, diving into tackles. What a ball.
Oh, lovely one into Hakimi. Emre Ong this time gets the better of him.
Yeah, he got his left foot in the way there. Hakimi was ready to let go with his right foot, trying his feint and trying to beat him on Emmerich's left.
Tell you what, this is a great game so far.
I tell you what, by the end of the game, this could be 5-all.
Yeah, it's really got that kind of feel. It's end to end. It's open. Now, Ho Wai Lun. They're really, at the moment, very happy to go down this right-hand side a fair bit. Left-hand side, I should say. Balestier Khalsa. Martinez. Looking for Hakimi. Fudil intercepts that. There's Daniel Go. Taniguchi wanted the ball, he gets it quickly. Sees the run, it's a great ball, but in the way. Very vital interception for Indra Putra.
Yeah, and Koza had made that run again. Taniguchi spotting it.
Was there a late challenge, perhaps? Gets up pretty quickly, Koza.
Yeah, I think it was a fair challenge. He got the ball very strong on the ball, and no complaints at all from Alan Koza.
Yeah, it's just very entertaining, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's quick passing as well.
Exactly, and I think this game is great for the neutrals, not for the coaches though. Never for the coaches.
Yeah, with 3 goals inside 20 minutes, You'd imagine there's a fair bit to say. Away by Emrekov. Preferred today ahead of Amir Hakim. Now, was there a foul on Fudil by Andrei Voronkov? Olsen Fu doesn't think so, but it's a head injury, or facial injury at least. Now, will they just clear? They're just insult to injury, gets the ball kicked into him by his teammate.
Well, somebody wanted to play a 1-2 with Fudil while he's on the ground, but yeah, an opportunity for the players to take a break here. If that wasn't a foul, it was a superb turn by Voronkov, I gotta say. He just turned his man like he wasn't there. Interesting to see this again. But this was the good defending, I gotta say, in the end from Madhu. I'd like to see that the incident with Fudil.
He's clutching his nose.
And very interesting to see Peter de Roo having a few words with the Balestier side. A good opportunity to get them organized again. A little bit of instructions. This is the... Can't really tell. I don't think there was any intent.
No, it was a flailing arm, wasn't it?
Nah, he had to turn in. Yeah. That's because Fudil is much shorter than Voronkov is, so...
Yeah. He's okay. Koza spots the run there. Daniel Goetz. Oh, that's gone up early, that flag. Now, normally you wait, and that's, I think, what Taniguchi, the point he's making.
Yeah, and
referees are still getting used to this.
Unless they're very, very obvious, right? But
well, I think you and I have actually sort of said sometimes you wish they would put it up quicker.
Exactly.
When it's that clear, but it wasn't that clear, was it?
It wasn't. When it's very clear, I wish they'd put the flags up because it could cause injuries. You know, with players, you know, going for the ball. Correct. A hamstring might tear, might pull, a goalkeeper might come out and have a collision, you know, that kind of thing.
In that instance, maybe not quite. Anyway, decision made. Oh, that's almost nicely done by Ignatius.
Oh, that was a kick out by Ho Wai Loon. You got to be careful here because the ball was already played. And Jansen Fu has got to take control of this, and rightfully so, Ho Wai Loon gets the yellow card. Because we saw it from here. A kick out from Ho Wai Loon. Very unnecessary there. Ignatius won the ball, or nearly won the ball, and there you go. There's no need to.
Silly. Because they won possession back.
I don't exactly know why there was a kick out.
What was the need for that?
Exactly. Well, maybe an opportunity to put one into the penalty area. Azwan Ali, the skipper, has already scored a goal. A wonderful goal, I must add.
Yeah, it's two very nice goals from Balestier Khalsa. Sorry, for Brunei DPMM. Now, foul there from Martinez on Hairul Shehan.
Yeah, he had to go for that one, so no malice really. As Balestier come away with it.
That's nicely done, isn't it, by Indra Putra. Doesn't fall very far. Oh, that was plenty of power on that from Azwan. It's going to be a corner.
Yeah, he caught it very cleanly, the skipper, after great work down the right-hand side from the right centre-back, Indra Putra. That header away wasn't the best from Madhu. He caught it very cleanly, Azwan, and there was a deflection. But again, it all resulted from a mistake from Balestier. Darren Tay giving the ball away cheaply. Well, the last time they took a corner, it wasn't the best. Let's see, they get an improvement here from this delivery over from the far side.
He's keeping a very close eye on things. Now, there's just a bit of a wait here. Not quite sure what the check is for. Now, there's actually a potential penalty that they were looking at, a handball, but it's not been given. Khalsa trying to clear. They are in a bit of danger here. Oh, and that is another corner from Azwan.
Azwan just taking pot shots from at goal. This time, a corner a little bit better. Didn't really handle this well, this Balestier defense. And in the end, again, another deflection. Azwan will take this one with his left foot again. Yeah, the check just now was for handball, I think.
It was. Oh, that might have been creeping in, and Hyrule had to make sure of that. It's another corner, third in succession now for
What
DPMM.
What a corner that was from Azwan. Just dropping into the goal. Hyrule needed to be really alert there.
Oh, that is not great, is it?
That,
from Azwan, after some great play from him.
Exactly, that was a waste. And a couple of the Tampines coaching staff here in the stands, and probably looking at the DPMM set piece.
Here's Khalsa. Yoshino's not going to make that, is he? Oh, he almost did. Oh, he's not far away. Ho Wai Lun, who scored a couple, didn't he, in the last game?
Yeah, this was good play from Taniguchi there. That touch in just almost made its way there. The clearance wasn't the best. And Ho Wai Lun nearly scored his third of the season.
He's already equaled his best ever tally.
Exactly, and it's good to see midfielders just getting in those kind of positions, you know, taking the risk.
Flicked on there by guess who? Hakimi again.
It's supposed to be the other way around. It's a good header from Hakimi there, wasn't it? And
Well, they're just combining well, aren't they, Shashi?
Yeah, exactly. And it will only get better as the games.
Games, rather. It's great to have both your strikers now.
Yeah.
Scoring goals. Ignatia Sang. As well there, Fakurazzi. Remember, this Brunei team is pretty much the national side plus some foreign stars, so they're a team, of course, that won the league back in 2019.
Yeah, they're a very experienced side as well. They know how to win games, manage games as well. And they retained 15 players from the last campaign, so they know what it's all about.
Yeah. Plus Penix there as well.
Yeah. And the foreigners as well. I mean, Varankov at least. Obviously, Blake Rishioto has gone over, or come over to our shores, playing for Tanjung Pagar.
Yeah, he was part of that 2019 side. Little touch on here. Hakimi. Balic. Najib Tarif. Should be straightforward for Hyrule. He sees Ignatius in plenty of space here. Look at that, Taniguchi. He'll be delighted with that. Oh, that was cynical, wasn't it? Hendra Azam. No doubt about that one. And he was in a good position, Taniguchi.
Well, if you are a Brunei DPMM official, that's a good foul. Because Taniguchi was running at goal and they've got two players down wide with Daniel Goh. There you go, very cynical. A professional foul. He will take that yellow card for the team. No problems. And very interesting to see Ignatius Ang and even Daniel Goh having the freedom not to really defend so deep when they do not have the ball. So that gives them the opportunity to break away quickly whenever Hairul Shehan gets the ball.
Yoshino didn't get the touch, and I don't think Madu was even expecting that. Failed to control it.
Don't know. I think he should be disappointed there, Madu. He should have like gotten a touch to that one from that header, from the flick on. Just let it go past him. There.
Kind of bounced off him,
yeah,
didn't
his
it?
first touch. He should have been inside and just brushed off his chest there.
Fakarazzi just slips that through to Hakimi. Oh, little nutmeg from Hakimi. He's such a live wire. Always trying to create something out of nothing.
Exactly. It's, that low center of gravity as well. Look at this. Just nutmegs Emmerich there. He was so square on, Emmerich. Look at this. There you go. Inviting Hakimi. Almost inviting Hakimi to put it through his legs there.
From a family of 8 brothers, of which quite a few of them are played right at the very top. Hakimi. Again, it's a similar kind of corner, isn't it? Which Hairul Shehan does pretty well with.
I tell you what, that is a weapon for Brunei DPMM. If they get it right, it's always going to put pressure on the goalkeeper. And this is the one there. Again, second time. And that is the tactic, really, to put it into the mixer, into the 6-yard area, to trouble the goalkeeper, test him out.
Taniguchi sees Daniel Goh in some space.
Taniguchi has that ability to play the ball very quickly when you least expect it. Played early.
Uncompromising challenge from Fudil, who takes out Najib Tarif.
Crunching tackle there. It was a foul given. Look at this. To be fair, foot wasn't really high off the ground.
Has he beaten the trap here? Hakimi! The flag has gone up. Did look at first glance like it was offside.
Yeah, it did look offside from where we're sitting, but I tell you what, there'll still be checks on this. But the way Hakimi finished this one, like he's been playing in the league for a very long time.
He might well be onside, you know.
Oh, gotta look at this again. It's very, very close. It's not.
Oh, that was quick. I thought I saw a leg. I thought, you know, we've had some longer decisions for less contentious ones. So, yeah, that was a very, very quick call made.
Yeah, but Hakimi, I tell you what, the quality on this boy is really...
You can't keep still. As a defender, you've just got to be so aware of something like that.
Exactly. And he has the ability to finish as well from that example. Brilliant finish. Like I said, like he's played in the league for a very long time.
Here's Darren Tate. Well, we'll look at that again at half-time, I'm sure. 3-1, and you feel just the way the game is played out now that would be really difficult. 2-1 though, but it's still right in this.
Yeah, exactly, and it's a late challenge on Daniel goal. Najib Tarif there. Oh, a yellow card has been given. Actually, it's for Hanif. For that late challenge on Daniel.
So now, with about 5 minutes to go till half-time. Just a quick check of perhaps a red card offence, maybe, on Hanif. The VAR might have just spotted something. This is longer than the offside call. It's the,
for the goal, that is, which was disallowed, chalked out.
They're looking at this one again and again. What was your feeling on the offside goal?
No, it looked really close from the replays that was shown to us at least, and again, we'll have to look at that again.
No red card, obviously. The play will resume. Oh, it's almost a flick on. That's going to be a corner. Taniguchi. Shot is just comes off Balic.
Well, that was a wicked ball there from the skipper Ho Wai Lun. Wonderful ball that was played in. Very difficult to defend, especially it's in swinging like that with pace and power. Taniguchi's shot was deflected. Still time for Balestier to get back into this game, to get that equalizing goal. This time it's Ignatius. We'll see what Azwan can do for Brunei. Let's see what Ignatius does. Not the best.
Not the best corner, but Darante will get there first. Put this right back. Now Fudil. Here's Ho Wai Lun. It's a run by Ignatius, who's on that right-hand side for a bit. It's too easy for Tursunbayev.
Yeah, I think the right ball was for Ignatius, who had made that run from the right wing into the penalty area. It wasn't really spotted by Ho Wai Lun. It eases the pressure on DPMM.
Just a little nudge from Hakimi on Ho Wai Lun.
He's got a real spring on him, Hakimi.
And he's only 20. So much more to come from him.
Well, that should be a yellow card. Again, it was Hakimi. He is a real handful. Is there a card given? Look at this. This was a touch. There you go. Brilliant play from Hakimi again. He knew what he was doing. There you go, that touch. And I think it was Alan Khalsa.
Yeah.
He was lucky. Very lucky indeed.
You thought that might have been a card given for Khalsa, right?
Because he was definitely away down this right-hand side. Everyone defending for Balestier here. They don't want to go into half-time. 3-1 down. Need to manage this one.
Into the final minutes of normal time here, the first half. There should be a fair bit of added time, you'd think. And we're going to Ho Wai Lun. Well, he could have gone for Khalsa. He's picked out Daniel Go instead. Hearing only a couple of minutes that it would be, perhaps. Najib, who's looking at Voronkov, who was keeping an eye on him.
And the cutback wasn't the best for Hakimi down that left-hand side. Najib Tarif.
5 minutes, excuse me.
Yeah, 5 minutes of at a time in this first half. And they were looking menacing there in that last move until that final ball from Najib.
Here's Balic. It's another corner for Brunei. And Voronkov, arms in the air.
Yeah, he wanted the cross early from Balic. It's a corner taken by Azwan again, but this time won't be an in-swinging one with his left foot.
Well, it is very, very windy conditions here, so some of these corners, especially the ones that are going right towards the goal, Shasi,
Yeah.
well, this is going to be an outswinger, so less tricky. But yeah, just swirling around, not easy. Oh, it somehow found its way in. The credit, it looks like it's going towards Balic. Well, just before half-time, the Bruneians certainly enjoying themselves, but that would be frustrating for Balestier Khalsa.
Yeah.
Delight, though, for their opponents.
It's really terrible defending from a corner. Just a straight ball in, a free header, wasn't it? And yeah, I think it was Balic there with that last touch. You gotta look at this again.
Well, it's actually come off Ho Wai Lun. That was off target, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was an own goal.
Yeah,
I think it's Ho Wai Lun.
looked really like an own goal there, but it doesn't matter because it's 3-1. And we just spoke about it. Not the best of times to go into half-time, conceding a goal.
We're just double-checking things. Well, this is pretty much the case now with every goal, but yeah, I mean, it did look, first of all, like it was an off-target header from Balic.
Yeah, and listen, I think even with the header, there wasn't anyone close enough to him to put a challenge in, and you know, there were enough players in there for Balestier to make a challenge, to make it count. It was poor defending.
Yeah, it does look as if it has been awarded to Ho Wai Lun as an own goal. But that's not what they're looking for. Just see if everything was legitimate in the build-up towards that. They're going to add on a bit more time to this as well.
Well, if it is given to Ho Wai Lun, yeah, that's what, 3 goals
Three
in
goals
2
in the
games.
season. Just joking around, of course, those Bruneian fans. Good to see some of them in the house. Now, I'm trying to just think of what could possibly be in dispute here.
Yeah, it's taking a very long time, and it is confirmed. It is 3-1.
It's just definitely going to add more onto this shortly because it's already been 3.5 minutes. But that will be frustrating for Peter de Roo, that they could have gone in thinking, hey, we fought back well and we're just a goal behind. Now it's a different kind of chat, isn't it?
Yeah, but they still will take encouragement from the way they've gone forward, creating a little bit of, you know, creating chances up top. They have what it takes to score goals. It's just that their defensive side of things, they've been very vulnerable, especially against Hakimi, against Voronkov.
Yeah. Here's Voronkov.
Oh, that's brilliant from Fudel.
Yeah, he
brilliant.
used his body, didn't he?
Exactly. And saved Balestier there from going down 4-1.
Now Khalsa to go. Well, there's still time for them to get one back here.
I think we need to see more from Daniel Go, especially down that right-hand side, going on the outside instead of every time cutting in.
That's a bit short. And look who it is, Hakimi. Will test his defences with these runs. Still Hakimi. Look at that cushioned pass, but Hakimi won't get to it. Hendra! Oh, that was close again.
So they've got dangerous players everywhere. You know, if you look at it, you've got Aswan, who comes from deep, who can take a shot, take a shot, and Hendra as well. But that was the touch, and cleared away by Madhu. Not the best of clearance, and here, Hendra there, with his left foot. Just almost making it 4-1.
Martinez up against Ang. Spaniard gets it back to his keeper. Koza, first time to Ho Wai Lun. That's a nice touch on. Now Shue Yoshino just brushes off Fakurazzi. Oh, was he just trying to cushion that himself there?
Yeah.
Perhaps Taniguchi.
Yeah, for the first time in this game, Taniguchi, his touch let him down there. And what a first half we've had.
Yeah, he's only given 1 minute, had it onto the 5 already, Jansen Fu, but so much has happened in this first half. We've had 4 goals, a disallowed one as well. It's been full of action, but what a start to this game with 2 goals inside 7 minutes for Brunei DPMM. Hakimi Yazid has played, Said has played a very, very instrumental role in that with 2 assists. Balestier Khalsa fought back with Ryoya Taniguchi, but then just before half-time, an own goal from Ho Wai Lun puts the home side, I should say. This is their home game at the moment. DPMM in a good position. It's 3-1 Brunei DPMM against Balestier Khalsa. Half-time here at Jalan Besar Stadium. It's Jalan Besar Stadium, half-time here in the Singapore Premier League match between Brunei DPMM and Balestier Khalsa. What a fun 45 minutes we've had as we go through the highlights there of the first half and the opening goal for Varankov.
This was a wonderful first goal there for Varankov, kick-starting his goal scoring this season. Look at that. How high was Hakimi there? Rising very high indeed. Got the flick on and a wonderful finish from Varankov. Got in front of Fudale, good first touch, and then had the presence of mind to just lob it over Hyrule.
Yeah, lovely the way he took that. And they were all over after this. They looked a little out of sorts, and just within a couple of minutes, the second goal, lovely build up to it. A
brilliant build up, and again, Hakimi, the 20-year-old, in the thick of it. His return ball there to Azwan, the skipper, and his finish. Look at this finish. It was a classy finish into the far post, off the post as well. Look at this touch. Oh, brilliant. And then look at the way he finished it off.
He just opened up his body, didn't he? Beautifully. Just the interplay. Hakimi is with 2 assists in 7 minutes. And at that point, it was all DPMM. They were in 6s and 7s. Balestier Khalsa, look at this. Another marauding run. Do you think Varankov should have done better here?
Yeah, I think so. He could have just scrapped this for Hakimi as well, but, you know, all strikers, they want to score. And got a little bit selfish there. Didn't hit it on target. Should be disappointed with himself there.
Just got past Emmerich too easily, didn't he?
Yeah, too easy.
To his right foot.
Yeah, a couple of times Emmerich getting caught very square indeed.
Well, Balestier actually hit back 7 minutes later, to their credit. And you like the approach for this one as well?
Yeah, the approach play was very good. First up was that dummy by Taniguchi, and then the return ball from Hoshino was a good one as well for Ignatius. Goalkeeper does well to just parry it here, there, but right onto Taniguchi's head there. He won't miss from there. An easy finish in the end.
Yeah, alert as ever, Taniguchi, to head in. And yeah, they started to really look a lot better, didn't they? Balestier Khalsa, and an opportunity for Ho Wai Lun, who's in some rich form at the moment.
Yeah, he just dragged his shot wide here after some good play again from Taniguchi in the thick of it. And Hoshino trying to get to the end of the ball. The clearance wasn't the best from Yura Putra. And Wailun just dragging it wide, nearly scoring his third in 2 games.
Well, that would have made things really interesting at 2-2. But there was a goal at the other end, an own goal. It was Ho Wai Lun who did get on the score sheet, but unfortunately an own goal.
Yeah, it's really disappointing how they defended from this situation. It was a very straightforward ball into the middle. Kalic with the header was going wide, but Ho Wai Lun didn't really know anything about this, as he was flat-footed there. He hit him and went into goal for a 3-1 lead for DPMM, but he nearly made it 4 here. Again, Hakimi, very influential. And then from the rebound or from that clearance, Madhu wasn't the best. A shot from Indra, just going wide.
Yeah, this was a grass cutter, wasn't it? Nice and low and plenty of power on it. Not too far away, but they finished quite well, didn't they? The way they started this match.
Exactly, and loads to do for Balestier in that second half.
So, let's see how things have stacked up so far in this match, stats-wise, with plenty of opportunities for Brunei DPMM.
Yeah, it's been a very good first half. You know, I think we expected goals, and it has proven to be the right one, and a good game of football.
Well, talking of good game of football, there's another one going on right now at Jurong East Stadium. Tanjung Pagar United up against Gelang International. 1 goal so far. A former Brunei DPMM man involved, Blake Rushuto, getting the assist there for Shake Hamza in the 19th minute.
Yeah, a very good assist there, you got to say. Look at this header right onto the path of Shake, who won't miss from there with a right-footed volley, the skipper.
So it's 1-0 over there, and it's 3-1 over here at Jalan Besar Stadium. We'll have the second half coming up shortly for you. Well, we got some Tampanese spies, as it were. Nah, just looking on at the game so far. You were here with them yesterday, effectively
Yeah.
watching them in action, Shasi.
Yeah, and
In fact, you were just sit with them for a minute, weren't you?
yeah, and yeah, they're playing Balestier next, so that's why they're here and looking at what's going on with the Balestier side. And at the moment, they're down 3-1. They're good going forwards, but at the back, that's where they're looking very vulnerable. And I'm sure Gavin and Mustafiq Farudin will be taking notes on how to beat that defense.
Yeah, we have got no indication of changes. I mean, to Balestier Khalsa's credit, they have not been overly defensive, they've not been playing deep, they've tried to come at their opponents. They're not perhaps playing in the old kind of way that and conservatively.
They're not sitting deep, they're not trying to play on the counter, they're trying to, and Peter De Roos said it before the game, they want to manage games, they want to take control of games, they want to have possession of the ball, not like the Balestier of old, and they're doing it, they're trying to do it, but at every single time the Brunei DPMM go forward, they're looking very vulnerable, and that's the problem that they are facing.
It is DPMM who get us underway. And in a pretty good position here. Oh, lovely touch on there from Voronkov to his partner, Hakimi. Just the understanding, and that's a little bit of a clapping there for his partner. And great to get it from a man who's played for Dynamo Kiev and the Belarus national team. It must feel really good for someone like Hakimi.
Yeah, loads to learn as well, the experience, and you know, when you train with these players, top-notch professionals every single day, you pick things up, details, angles, angle of runs, especially for a forward. And Hakimi is thriving on this at the moment.
Looking to create problems there, Aswan. There's Fakrati. Madu gets in the way there of Hakimi. Look at Daniel go, sprinting forward. Taniguchi. Fudil somehow gets it back to Madu, who was looking for Ho Wai Lun. It's cut out in the end by Aswan. Hakim is absolutely everywhere. Look at it, he's got that across to Aswan. Powerful challenge there from Emmerich. There was a little appeal for handball. Jansen Fu has waved that away.
And again, Hakimi, brilliant from the young boy. Good challenge from Emmerich. Don't exactly know whether it did hit his hand. On the follow-through, really, as he slid down.
Ignatius just wouldn't stay down for him.
Looked like offside there for Taniguchi. Already an open game here in the second half.
Lovely, Daniel go. Oh, it actually fell for him, but he didn't see it. So now he's hurt himself in the process. There's a penalty. Well, Jansen Fu had no hesitation in pointing to it. We're going to have another look, obviously, but they're all looking a bit puzzled here, the DPMM players.
Yeah, and just before that, there was a good ball in from Alan Kozar. Look at that. And Daniel did very well initially. Let's take a look at this, whether Don't exactly know that was a foul there. The ball was there to be won. This is a better angle.
It was a follow-through, was it?
But Daniel Goh was already down.
Yurendra Putra there, judged to have fouled Daniel Goh, who was on the ground.
He did make contact though with Daniel Goh when he was already on the ground. Let's take a look at this. Oh, he was on the follow-through, wasn't it? The left foot going over on Daniel Goh's left knee area. And check still ongoing. They've got to get this right. It has to be clear and obvious, isn't it?
No, they're just checking. Now, the only thing that they could possibly be looking at would be the foul by Yurendra Putra on Daniel Goh. And for you, Daniel Goh was on the ground, but is that a foul anywhere else on the pitch? I know that doesn't often mean anything, because we've quite often seen penalties not given just because it might be a foul elsewhere. Alan Khalsa is looking to open his account here in the SPL if this is given. And boy, if it is, again, that's a way back in for Balestier Khalsa.
Exactly. And for Brunei DPMM, they'll just take this because they're still leading and move on with it, because there's no point really. And, the check is still in progress.
What's your take then?
Oh, it's a tough one. Listen, for us, we've got to keep on looking at this and see whether it's still a foul. So
still waiting for that decision to be made. Is it a foul or not? Just see Voronkov and Madhu having a quick chat about it as well, which not in your picture. And Shashi, we have to stress, it takes as long as it takes right now in these early nascent stages of VAR.
yeah.
You want to get it as right as you can. Therefore, you need as much time. Take that time.
Yeah, I think that's very important, that, at the end of the day, the right decision is made. And to be fair, Brunei DPMM, they
haven't really made a fuss about it.
Yeah, they haven't really contested the penalty decision, to be fair to them. So they just gotta get on with it if it is given. It's a long check, isn't it?
It really is. This might be one of the longer ones we've had. This can't be doing him any favours, Alan Khalsa, waiting to
yeah, you're right.
take the penalty. Right. This probably works for Brunei DPMM.
I'm just wondering here, when the referee puts his fingers to his ears, is this just
to stay away from me?
I don't know. Is that a universal sign that he's listening, or is he needs to listen carefully? you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I think we're about to get an update here, because this is not necessarily a good sign for Balestier Khalsa. There might be an on-field review. There you go, and that may not bode well. It's taken them.
And this means that the VAR has seen something else, or is advising Jansen Fu that it is something different.
So they found this angle. They found an angle that they think. Now, has he stamped?
No, it was on the follow-through. Definitely, there was contact on the follow-through, but was it? No, this is the one.
This is probably the angle, right? I mean,
he didn't get the ball, did he?
No, he's missed it, right? It was Daniel Goh who got the ball. He got a little touch on.
I think if it's given, then we can see why it was given, because Daniel Goh did get a touch on the ball, and then Indra Putra comes in.
So, okay, if it's not given, can you see why it's not given? Okay.
We'll leave this for Jansen to decide. No pressure, Jansen.
Here we go. Now, what's he deciding? Oh, is there going to be a card as well? It's going to be a red. A red card. Wow, that is a big, big moment here in this match. Yurendra Putra has been given a red card. The penalty
He's given.
is given, obviously. That is massive. So we've had 2 red cards in just about 24 hours in the SPL, which I'm sure will have plenty of people talking.
Well, what that is given for reckless play,
Stamping.
and I think he's unlucky. I think it's unlucky. He went for the ball, and on the follow through, he caught Daniel Go. That's what I feel. It's only my opinion.
So Alan Khalsa now to make it 3-2. And he's done well here. Plenty of time in this game, and DPMM are down to 10.
Exactly, and we all know what happened when last night when LCS went 1 man down. You know, things changed for them. And it was a good penalty, I must say. Alan Khalsa opening accounts in the SPL.
Well, now it gets very, very interesting, and that is a big blow.
And interesting to see how they reshuffle the pack here, Brunei DPMM, because they play with a 3 in the middle. One of them is gone. So do they go to a 4? Look at this. Another run.
Hakimi again, isn't it? Or do they bring in a 3rd central defender?
Yeah, and take one of them out, Varankov or Hakimi, who have been brilliant today.
Or even maybe an Aswan. Let's see, because the 2 forwards have been playing excellently.
At the moment,
no changes
no
just
changes
yet.
at the moment, at least.
Well, they're still in front, aren't they?
Yeah, that's the good thing for Brunei DPMM. So there's something to hold on to. As Balestier give away a foul here, unnecessary from Alan Khalsa, having just scored a goal.
Well, now they have a free kick up the other end, DPMM. I think they'll be scratching their head a little bit about as to that red card. So really, actually, that check seemed to be more about the red card than the goal.
Yeah,
or then the penalty, sorry.
And again, looking at the replays again, I think it was a foul, it was a penalty, because I think Indra Putra didn't get the ball at all. As for the red card, I don't know.
Here's Varankov. Well, he's pulled off a decent save there. Hairul Shehan.
Yeah, good effort from Varankov there.
Well, that would have been interesting if they made it 4-2.
Well, we spoke about, or Peter Deru spoke about game management. This was the free kick again, going to Hairul Shehan. I think it's a comfortable height. Yeah, Peter Deru spoke about game management. Now it's about Brunei DPMM managing the game. They're leading by a goal. 1 man down. How to go about doing this organization-wise as well.
We can see, Shasi, they have got real urgency about the Balestier Khalsa, because they want to obviously maximize the time that they've got. It's a lot of time, but they want to get at least 2 goals out of this, obviously.
Exactly, and the easiest thing for Brunei DPMM to do is just go with the back 4 and then play with a 5 in defense, or in midfield, sorry.
Here's Varankov. Well, they're not sitting back right now. Najib. Fudil goes sliding in, and Najib and Fudil have had a little duel, haven't they?
A good battle down this side. Fudil has done well, relatively well.
Does look a good slide tackle.
Good challenge
afters as well. Varankov. Oh, that rocks the crossbar from Aswan.
Wonderful left-footed shot there from the skipper, nearly scoring his second of the night.
Hyrule was looking to release Shuhei Hoshino.
And at the moment, look at this shot here, left-footed shot, a little bit too straight, but then beating Hyrule. Don't know whether he got a touch to it. At the moment, Brunei DPMM being very brave, not making a change at all, and still sticking to the two men up top. And just a couple of instructions here. You can see Adrian Pennock. I think they're just sticking with a back four. It's almost like a 4-3-2 formation here.
Yeah, it's surprising, isn't it, that they're not really going into a shell. You'd think with a goal lead, you would be playing it safe.
Yeah.
Taken very quickly, Darante. Here's Ignatius. But this is what they've got to be worried about, DPMM.
Yeah, just leaving gaps, especially down the flanks, where you don't have your wing backs anymore.
Taniguchi. Oh, he's stretched well, isn't he? Tursunbayev is a pretty tall man.
Very safe hands there. Tursunbayev almost crept in there. A good effort from Taniguchi. There's the ball coming from Alan Koza. Good first touch out of his feet. And you're right, Tursunbayev. Very, very tall man indeed. Oh, yes.
Lovely flick on. Hakimi. He's trying to chip the keeper. Would he have been better served to keep it on the ground?
Yeah, I think Hakimi got a little bit too clever there. He was in acres of space, maybe too much of time and space. And what a header that was. And this time,
it's the other way, isn't
the
it?
other way around. Varankov, and you can see Hakimi there. Look at this. He should have made it 4.
Gone across the keeper.
Yeah, what a header that was again. There you go. And having said that, anything on target there would have been 4 goals to 2.
Tell you what, that might be the first time he's put a foot wrong tonight. He's been that good, isn't he?
Yeah, you're right. And he's a special player, Hakimi. You can see the disappointment in his face there, in his body language.
There might be a problem here now. Balestier Khalsa with Hyrule Shehan hobbling, and then he went down. So you would think Mukundan Maran is going to warm up here. Is it a knee issue?
Just in case, he should be warming up, Mukundan. Let's hope that it's not a serious injury. At the moment, still, Brunei DPMM not making any changes.
They might well look back at that one. That could be the deciding moment. A 2-goal, even with 10 men, that would have been really hard.
Yeah, exactly.
So they'll be disappointed. He's going to continue for now, it appears. Hyrule Shehan.
Yeah, at the moment, it's just Angel Martinez, Hanif, centre-back, and Najib Tarif at left-back, and Fakaradzi right-back. Balic just playing in that.
Just in front of them.
Yeah.
4-1-2-2 sort of thing, isn't it?
It's overtime, really, for the 3 in the middle. Pazwan and Hindra. Balic as well.
Here's Daniel Go. Now Taniguchi. Koza. Darante. Shuhei Hoshino. He's been pretty quiet today, Shuhei Hoshino.
Yeah, exactly. And not really making things happen for Balestier. But what Balestier need to do is just pull this tree from side to side, keep the intensity up, increase the intensity, make them work a little bit more, Hendra, Balic and Azwan, because at the moment, Hakimi and Varankov, they're not doing any defending at all, which is in a way refreshing to see from Adrian Pennock.
Now, silly from Balic. He was obviously just trying to slow things down. And he just pushed Taniguchi. That's a really careless yellow card to be giving.
Yeah, it's just nothing really. Well, it's just a little bit of frustration. He didn't need to do that really, because Taniguchi was just getting up.
Down you go. Taniguchi, he's going to take the shot quickly. He does. He fires in. Balestier Khalsa's third, and we're all square here at Jalan Besar Stadium.
Game on. A wonderful finish from Taniguchi. And you just do feel that he wouldn't miss from there. It was a poor clearance. The ball from Daniel Goh was not a bad one, but this clearance was not the best. Look at that first touch. Wonderful first touch. And the finish was a classy one as well. Tusunbayev had no chance at all. Look at that first touch. A superb first touch. Out of Tusunbayev's reach that.
He had to get that shot away quickly, didn't he? And he did that. And all started from a silly, needless free kick.
Yeah, you're right.
And the reaction as well, but we are 3-3 with about half an hour or so to go. I tell you what, DPMM would think we've had 2 good chances.
Yeah, it could have been 4-3 now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe made to rule their chances.
They've had their chances. Balic testing Harushian there.
Good shot with his left foot. They've got a couple of left-footed players in this Brunei DPMM side.
Daniel Goh. He's looking around. He's not got much at the moment. He's going to drag it back. Ho Wai Lun! Well, that comes off Fakuratsi. They're just getting caught out. I wonder, Shasi, are they a bit too swashbuckling at the moment, this DPMM side?
They're just gung-ho, and there comes the change as we're speaking about it. Number 8, Hendra. Will go off, yeah.
Hold on. I think they are changing their mind, perhaps. Well,
Yeah, because the play is down.
Just going to wait and see.
But that was a good effort there, a good chance rather for Balestier Khalsa. Again, Daniel Goh in the thick of it again. Good cutback. And Brunei everywhere in the middle. That's a Hanif, centre back. I think his clearance there.
Yeah, they were about to bring on Hanif Farhan.
For Hendra, right?
For Hendra, correct.
And Farhan played in that first game in the middle of the park. I think they're gonna make another change. It's Wafi.
Yeah, Wafi Aminuddin.
And that's a straight swap. Farhan for Hendra.
So they are making that change. They're making a double change here. So Hendra does go off indeed. And Hanif is going to come on. Sorry, Hanif goes off. Not the best of punches from Tusunbayev, but it does enough.
Well, those are pretty straightforward swaps, and a handball there, a clear one. Those are straightforward swaps, really. Wafi will sit in there in the middle of defense with Angel Martinez. And Farhan, who started that first game against LCS, will play in the middle of the park in place of Azam. Good opportunity here for Balestier to really take advantage of that extra man. Go ahead in this game.
Wafi is Brunei international and just 22 years of age. And just come on, that was not great here by Ho Wai Lun. And they're all now making a big fuss about this because remember, he's on a yellow card, Ho Wai Lun. And they obviously want to try and even things up.
He is on a yellow card. And let's take a look at this again. A header away. You know, I think the ball was there to be won.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really That shoulder was... Well, we've seen those given. A yellow card, that is, not a straight red card. So if a yellow card is given, he's off. He's off.
Yeah, this is... but that's not what's in review, is it? It's got to be for a red.
Yeah.
The review cannot give a yellow card, so, you know, I think some people might like to see VAR extended to do things like that if the referee hasn't spotted it, because a yellow card would make a difference in this game. A second yellow card, that would be for Hawaii-Lun. Check is still in progress. So we told you about Wafi, who's come on, and he's... here's another look at it.
Yeah,
this is a nice angle, isn't it?
Nah,
he almost looked like he was pulling out.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing at all, and play goes on. Right decision.
Yeah, no red card. The other player that's come on is Hanif Farhan, another youngster who's also been in national squads. He's mainly operates in midfield, as Shasu mentioned. He played in the last game. Oh, he was a bit careless, and safety first.
It's a poor mistake from Harold Sherhan. Under no pressure at all, giving the ball away needlessly.
Well, so did Shui Hoshino as well. So Wafi is now playing in central defence.
Well, it's about Balestier now taking control of the game because they need to get a win here. Yeah, they're one man up. They have to take advantage of the situation. A good ball in.
Wafi has put that out of play. Yeah, just going back to that, what we were discussing earlier, Shasi, and the way that Brunei DPMM are approaching it. I mean, it's great for us to watch, but you feel that they're just maybe leaving themselves a bit open.
But at the moment, even after the substitutions, they're still sticking to that formula, the back four, and even with Verankov and Hakimi up there, it's refreshing.
It is.
And again, it's different philosophies, and the coaches, they just got to live and die by their decisions. It's about, you know, how they want to go out there and try to win games.
Yeah, it'd be quite interesting to hear, actually, Adrian Pennock's thoughts on that as to what he was looking to do post-match. But you're right, it's nice to see. It's not the orthodox way, is it?
Yeah, and apart from that period of time, that 5-minute period when, you know, they went down and then Balestier were attacking, they're looking a little bit more comfortable now, you know?
Yeah.
So
you wouldn't necessarily say that they look like they're down to 10.
Yeah.
Which is a credit to DPMM. Here's Taniguchi. He's got Ignatius to his left, and he picks him out now. That's well won back by Ignatius. Balic looks at the referee. He's not going to get any help there. Here's Daniel Go. Slips that through to Ignatius. Here's Taniguchi. He's got Darren in front of him. Well, who did that come off last? Is it Wafi? It is going to be a corner. He's walking away.
Yeah, the last touch was by Wafi there. And Balestier, if they do get it right, especially in those wide areas, they can create those overloads because they have spaces to take advantage of.
Here's Hawaii-Lun. Now Madu. This should be straightforward for Tursunbayev.
Yeah, not the best of balls. Needed to be away from Tursunbayev. He's a tall man. Needed to be away from him. To your target man, who's Oshino.
Voronkov looking to, again, get it to his partner, Hakimi.
Yeah, looked like a foul there by Fudel.
Voronkov gets past Khalsa. Here's Hakimi, a little... Oh, that was such a great move there. A nutmeg from Hakimi. Then he sets up the shot. It requires a save from Hairul Shehan, who might well now have to go off. That's a couple times now he's had problems.
And it's again Emmerich who got done there by Hakimi. And it was Voronkov again. Great work winning the ball off, I think it was Alan Khalsa. And look at this by Hakimi. There it was Emmerich again. And anywhere closer to the goalpost on the right-hand side, it would have been 4-3. And they still look dangerous, Brunei DPMM.
Yeah, I mean, they've got defenders, Balestier Khalsa, like Amir Hakim, Fabian Kwok, Shabil Hisham. They've not made any changes yet.
Yeah.
Just wonder, fresh pair of legs running at 10 men. A 10-man DPMM, of course, they've made a couple of changes.
Yeah, I think they've got a couple of players on the bench. Fabian Kwok is in there, very experienced player. Idol Johari in midfield.
We'll take that. Yeah, they've got some young forwards as well, so I just wonder, is this an opportunity for them? Again, it's a fairly thin squad for Balestier Khalsa.
Yeah, but the thing is, up top, they've got all the players who are of quality, really, because you've got Tadeguchi, Oshino, Ignatius even, and even Daniel Go. So they don't want to be changing those players. So they want goals. But you never know at the back with Madhu and Emmerich. They seem to be a little bit vulnerable, especially with Voronkov and Hakimi running at them.
Yeah.
Good challenge in the middle there from Balic. Oh, he wants to be replaced, Balic, in the middle.
Yeah, he was struggling earlier, and I think Shafiq Hilmi is going to come on. We'll just get confirmation of that. Yeah, it is indeed going to be Shafiq Hilmi, but it's... Yeah, we'll just hold on for that. He's talking to Pennock at the moment. Taniguchi. Koza. Now Darante. Can they get that fourth here? Balestier Khalsa. Balic clears. He has to go down.
Yeah.
And that change now will be made.
And that is just one example where they can really hurt DPMM out wide. Ignatius, Daniel Go, but they need to create those overloads, play it quickly, and then find them in those spaces. Look at this. This is very, very dangerous indeed. And they've got the ability to put the ball in there, in those areas as well, Ignatius and Daniel Go. Good first-time ball. And Balic does well to be in that position in the first place. And he will get substituted. He wants to be substituted anyway.
So Shafiq Hilmi is the player to come on. They're bringing all the youngsters on. He's only 16 years of age. He will turn 17 in just under a month from now. So Adrian Pennock, despite this really precarious position that he finds his team in, has brought on 3 young players. He's showing faith in the youth, and especially this teenager.
And I was speaking to Adrian Pennock last week, and he said Shafiq is a special player. He's not the biggest. You know, obviously, you expect that from a 16-year-old boy. But yeah, let's see how special he is, especially in a pressure cooker situation like this.
Well, if Hakimi is any indication, that was unnecessary, really, wasn't it? Really unnecessary from Khalsa.
Was that Shafiq? Giving away the foul, Alan Khalsa. Let's take a look at this foul again. Just keeps past Alan goes out there very easily indeed. There's still a long way to go for both these sides to get on the score sheet and get that winning goal.
Here's Hakimi. Daniel Go now. Oh, he's turned inside. Very nicely done by Go. Overlapping run. Ho Wai Lun is there. Ho Wai Lun.
Yeah, I think a yellow card would be given to Azwan, number 7, for that shove on Daniel Go. The right call there. I think that's good refereeing. Wave play on because there was an advantage. What a run from Daniel Go. Brilliant run.
Well, we are fast approaching the final 10, and there will be a fair bit of added time as well, but
there's a poor ball from Emmerich under no pressure at all. Across. Poor ball for Foodale, who tried to make it happen for them with a sliding challenge again.
and they still haven't made a change yet, Balestier Khalsa. Voronkov. There's Wafi.
They just might be thinking whether they could go with only 3 at the back and then push one player further up and take one defender off. That's another option.
Yeah, you want to press for those 3 points, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, that's not a good challenge either, is it?
Yeah, was it from the youngster?
Yeah, it is from Shafiq, and it's on Ignatius. Cards in this game as well. Something that Panic might want to address. 6 yellow cards and a red so far for just DPMM alone.
Yeah, I think that's a very late challenge from Shafiq, the youngster.
We are going to have the first change for Balestier Khalsa. Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's Ignatius. So Max McCoy, the young Brit, who had a little cameo in the last game, is going to come on for Ignatius Sung, some fresh legs perhaps. He's just 18 years of age, McCoy. Taniguchi's just having some words, and I think some instructions as well from McCoy. Here he is now. Oh, he's done well. Couldn't quite get the ball to Taniguchi.
Yeah, probably the kind of substitutions you need really against a tiring DPMM side. Take players on in those wide areas.
Yeah, they don't have an experienced forward to call upon, do they? Balestier Khalsa.
Yeah, a little bit too long there from McCoy. That time around, looking for Daniel Go. Well, I think they haven't really done enough here, Balestier, to really get that winning goal. But again, it could swing either way here.
There's Madhu. to Voronkov.
Yeah, a little bit of miscom there. He wanted Shafiq to make that run, and the ball was played to space. Voronkov not happy at all. Forced to defend now.
Here's Fudil. It's the careless and given back to DPMM. Well, he's got to be congratulated, at least in what they're trying to put out there.
Yeah.
In terms of results, they may be a little bit disappointed that they conceded, and they're actually looking to try and push forward there. The youngster, Shafiq, was looking for another youngster, and Hakimi now on the break. It's Madhu.
Oh, that's poor from Madhu there. He has all the time in the world. But just before that, you got to love that ball that was played by Voronkov, that first time ball.
Yeah, they're just not giving up, Shasi.
Yeah.
They're actually a real threat, aren't they?
Another bad ball.
No foul for Jansen Fu on Voronkov. Shuei Yoshino, he's not had his best game, has he?
Yeah, it looks like he's off.
I mean, this could go either way, really.
Yep, you're very right. You know, and DPMM giving it as much as they're getting, really, and they could have really, with Hakimi's chance there, gone ahead before the equalizing goal. So they are still in this game.
Oh, lovely. It was all over him, Najib Tarif and Daniel Goh. He's the next player to go into the book.
Yeah, Daniel Goh.
7 yellow cards now. They've
getting the better of Najib there.
It's a lovely ball, wasn't it, from Khalsa? We saw that Khalsa to Daniel Goh connection in the last game, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly. And Daniel Goh just getting the better of Najib, getting goal side. Najib on the wrong side of things. Very good position here for Taniguchi to put one into the mixer. They need to defend well, DPMM. And everyone's defending here.
We're going to get another change shortly for Balestier Khalsa. With Fudil about to go off. It's going to be a corner.
Great save from Tusenbayev there. Good effort as well.
Yeah, he's stretched.
Yeah. Like you said before, it's a big man.
Might have just been creeping in. Really nicely done. Is that the chance? Do they still have another one in them? 3 minutes plus added time. Flicked on. Is that a handball? That's another penalty. Deliberate handball. It's a second yellow card and a red now for Najib Tarif, who's not taking it well. He just got a yellow 2 minutes ago. And listen to the way he's reacting to Jansen Fu. He's not happy at all with this.
And he's not happy because it's not deliberate. There's a header from Taniguchi here. It was a free header, you got to say. It's not.
Is that tucked in for you?
Yeah, it's tucked in and it's not deliberate as well. Let's take a look at this again. The header. Yeah, it's from a close angle as well, and second yellow card.
So you don't think it deserves a yellow, nor do you think it's a penalty?
Yeah, no.
To be clear.
Oh, that's a tough one because it did hit his hand and the distance as well. But listen, I don't think that was a yellow card offense. And obviously a check, and he's still on the pitch, is he?
Well, I'm not sure why he is, because
Yeah, he needs to be out of
it's
the
not a
pitch
red
anyway.
card, so it's a second yellow. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a straight red.
Yeah.
If it's a straight red, that's VAR. Could check that. Well, he just got his first yellow, I should say, excuse me, a couple minutes ago. But a hat-trick opportunity here for Ryoya Taniguchi.
And for the win as well, we think.
Whatever it is, that's something I think, I'm sure Penek's going to talk about, the two penalty decisions that should be put to him post-match, but also the discipline of his side, generally. Too many yellows.
Yeah, but those yellows are, you know, in...
Some of them.
Yeah, and professional fouls as well. You could understand why players do give them away.
Najib Tare is just still on the touchline here. He's still making himself heard out to people around him. They're still checking to see whether this, presumably, is the penalty or not. So, again, I just want to put you on the spot, Shazi. Do you think that should have been a penalty? You think it should have been?
Yeah, it did hit the hand, you know.
Even if you felt that was tucked in?
Yeah, but it was handball, and it's tough. It is definitely tough, but to me, I don't think it was a handball.
So we have World Cup timings here.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
11 minutes of added time, and that's understandable, I think, with all the time we have spent on this VAR. This one's still going on. It might actually be more than 11 in the end. But look, Kozad, are you surprised that they're not going back to Alan Kozad, since he took a pretty decent first penalty?
Yeah, as we see this replay again.
Will there be an on-field review? Let's see. Yeah, so back to that Kozak question. You know, Kozak took a good penalty earlier, scored, had this kind of weight. Would you say he should be taking it, or or is Taniguchi saying, hey, I want my hat-trick?
I think he says he wants his hat-trick, he wants the match ball as well. And yeah, fair play to him. But in the form that he is in, Taniguchi,
true.
You would expect him to score this one. Having said that, Tusenbayev did guess the right way. And this, I'm sure, would take more than 11 minutes.
Yeah, well, it's a minute,
long time to check.
a minute and a half since the 11 minutes was put up. Oh, it's another on-field review. And, well, the last time was to actually clarify on the card. This is purely on the penalty. So this might not be a good sign now for Balestier Khalsa.
Listen, his hand was tucked in, isn't it? And we, in the past, we say, is his hand in a natural position? Is his hand in an unnatural position?
Did he raise it?
Nah, he didn't. He didn't.
Exactly.
It was by his side.
So
it's harsh. Let's put it this way. It's harsh.
okay, so your view is it's a harsh penalty.
Yeah, and it's a harsh yellow card as well.
Yeah. I mean, jumping in the air, it's, when they're talking about the natural position of the arm. Remember, Jansen Fu, by the way, was the VAR yesterday for the decision at Lion City Sailors against Albirex Niigata. He's now on the other end of it. He was the one who was advising the referee yesterday, referee Buhari. And now he's being advised by the VARs here. Fahad Mohammed and Jay Ashraf.
Well, Aiden Pennock and Najib keeping their fingers crossed here.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure why Najib's there, because that can't be reversed.
It can be, isn't it? If it's not a if it's not a penalty.
If it's not a well, no.
If it's not a penalty, then he shouldn't be given a yellow card.
On a deliberate handball.
Well, no pressure, Jensen.
Yeah, actually, you're right. If it's not deemed a penalty,
Yeah.
Well, this is now 3.5 minutes since the 90th.
Listen, if it's taking this long, then it's not.
For you,
it's
then
not obvious.
You stick with the.
Yeah, no, it's
not an obvious one, right?
Yeah.
But then is it not an obvious error from the referee? This debate could go on for a while, for you and me.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm glad we don't have to make the decisions.
Yeah, you're very right. You know, and it's very easy for the keyboard warriors at home.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they're
pointing fingers and all.
Very, very busy at the moment.
Yeah, and listen, it's a difficult job for the referees, for the VAR, for us here sitting here and trying to explain stuff.
Yeah.
It's tough, and we're having problems looking at the replays and trying to decide. So, I say at the end of the day, common sense.
Now, where's he running to? Is he going to?
Oh, what? It's not a penalty. And he's going to retract the yellow card, surely, because...
So now, Najib, do you know what? Najib was also giving him a really hard time.
Well, I would too.
But he's lucky that he probably didn't go overboard. He did look pretty bad.
Fudil goes off. Shukri comes in.
Well, we've taken about 5 minutes, so really, Shasi, we need to be having 11 minutes from now.
Yeah, and I think this would go for 15 minutes or more than that.
Correct.
And history could be made. The longest ever second half, I'm sure.
We have got that change now. Shukri Nur Aizam on for Fudil. And we go back to what we were saying earlier. There still could be a winner here. So, in theory, there should be just over 10 minutes to go from here. Just telling players to get back. In that instance, it was Hanif. Taniguchi. Oh, there was a bit of contact in the area.
Taniguchi has gone on to play on the left-hand side of things with Max McCoy just playing in the middle in place of Taniguchi. So Taniguchi has gone in Ignatius's position. Well, Brunei DPMM will really take their time here. But there's loads of time to play.
Yeah. Still have about, maybe just about 10 minutes or so. Hakimi is still going to be the danger man here for DPMM. It's a little slow there, McCoy. Here's Darren Tay. Ho Wai Lun. Crossfield ball to Daniel Go. Now Koza. Some work to do here for Go.
They're asking a lot from Daniel Go there. Alan Koza with that ball. Did well to make it happen. The throw wasn't the best. It looked like handball from Varankov, not given.
Well, Shukri went down, but he's okay. That was not a great challenge, was it? A little bit late. Pennick's not happy with that. It's another yellow card.
It's number 4, Farhan. I think Jansen's a little bit too fast with the cards as well. And the play goes on.
Kante, Roya Taniguchi, weaving his way in. No penalty. We can have another review though.
Yeah, but first look at it, it really did look like took a dive there.
It's,
because he was almost away.
yeah, he was almost away, wasn't he? Here's Shukri. Here to go. He needs to dust himself off quickly. Ho Wailun. Taniguchi still looking for his hat-trick. Taniguchi! Right into that corner! And Balestier now will feel they've secured the 3 points in the 100th minute of this epic game.
Well, no penalty, no problems. Taniguchi, he's keeping the match ball. A wonderful finish. And he probably deserves it as well. The best player for Balestier by a mile. As he receives this ball, there was only one thing on his mind, a player making his way down the left-hand side. No, I'm going to take a shot. What a finish as well. One thing on his mind, shot across the goalkeeper. And what a wonderful finish.
Well, that is quite the winner, isn't it? So good he's been today. Again, Roya Taniguchi, what a season he's been having. Yeah, worth watching again and again. An absolute delight from his teammates. But this is a very determined DPMM. And they could still cause problems. Oh, just a little too much on that from McCoy. Varokov. Yes, Aswan and Shukri's done well. Now, Aswan thinks that should be a corner.
Yeah, he did think it was a corner, but the foul was given, and Balestier come away with it. Loads of space for Daniel again. Offside.
Well, so many talking points in this one. There's going to be
Yeah.
another change. And Nazimuddin Ismail is going to come on for Hakimi. That's an interesting move because Hakimi's been by far the most dangerous player on. This is a 34-year-old veteran, Nazimuddin Ismail.
Yeah, what a player, Hakimi, what a game he's had.
Oh, that wasn't far away.
What a save that was from Hyrule. Great effort from Verankov again. And it's not over yet, I tell you. Brunei, DPMM.
There could be another goal.
If they get this right, look at this effort from Verankov. A snapshot on the half volley.
Got a little touch on that, didn't he? The keeper.
More drama, maybe.
Maru got something on that. You might have just heard push up there. Oh, that's a real wasted ball in, isn't it? From Hanif.
Yeah, disappointing. Ball in.
Now, they're just going to be very happy to hold on to this. Hyrule lofts it up.
Yeah, Peter De Roo spoke about game management. This is where it has to come. Game management. It's handball. Shukri. And another opportunity to put one into the penalty area. Angel Martinez goes up. Not a surprise there.
Should be another.
This was the handball. No complaints at all. And look at how...
Probably another 3 minutes, 2.5, 3 minutes. Let's see.
Balestier very high up there.
Oh, he's just committed himself, Hairul Shehan.
He clattered onto his own player, Madhu, there.
Now on the break, is there a foul? Play continues, Daniel Go. He loves running at players. He's waiting for support, maybe. Got across! The keeper, not quite. Tursunbayev had that covered.
A good play from Daniel Go there.
It's just been one of those games, hasn't it? It really has.
Yeah, it has been an exciting game for the neutrals. People watching at home as well. Great evening of football here.
Just don't know what's going to happen next. Naziruddin. Oh, little nutmeg of his own. Danger is not over. Oh, is that what you need to be doing from there?
Yeah, that's a poor effort there. You needed to be a little bit more composed. Make use of your forward players.
Well, he's played time here. Jansen Fu. What an epic encounter this one has been. There's been goals, penalties, VAR decisions, red cards, just about everything, Shasi.
Yeah.
But in the end, it's Balestier Khalsa who come out on top.
Yeah, a very, very exciting game of football here this evening. Two teams going all out, and it was good end-to-end football. In the end, Balestier come away with a precious victory and 3 points.
Well, Adrian Pennock, I think, is going to have a fair bit to say about this. But just on a pure entertainment level of things, it's been right up there, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's great attacking football. I wouldn't say much about the defending side of things. Obviously, it's 4-3, but having said that, you know, lots of attacking intent, good individual performances, good individual attacking performances as well. You talk about Daniel Go, excellent stuff. Kimi as well for Brunei DPMM. Verankov was very good as well. And of course, let's talk about Taniguchi. What a night he had, and he's continuing his performances so far over the past couple of weeks. Taniguchi, my man of the match.
Yeah, no doubt about that one. He's got a hat-trick today, the Japanese attacker. But it has been excellent to watch, and credit to both teams really putting on the entertainment for us. And we've really enjoyed that. We're looking at the highlights again and the goals as they come through. And this is Azwan Ali's. We had Veronkov's earlier on in the 5th minute, but this was lovely play with Hakimi.
It was early on, and at this point, you thought DPMM would have gone on to win this game, but it wasn't to be.
Well, they hit back soon after Balestier, their first goal. Alert from Taniguchi.
Yeah, it all started from this one, Taniguchi with the dummy, and then that return ball from Oshino as this ball was played across. Look at this dummy, nicely worked goal actually. Keeper just palmed it into the path of Taniguchi.
Well, there was an own goal just before half-time from Ho Wai Lun to give DPMM at that point a 3-1 lead, and we thought they've regained control of this.
Yeah, it wasn't great defending from the corner kick. Balic with the header, and then off Ho Wai Lun. He didn't really know anything about that one. Trickle into his own goal.
Second half, and Balestier Khalsa, a pivotal moment in this match. Daniel Go was deemed to have been stamped on by Yura Indraputra, who was then eventually sent off, and a penalty as well.
Yeah, and we spoke about this, and it took a long time to decide whether it was A red card offence. In the end, it was given. And this ball in from Alan Khalsa was a good one. Daniel Goh did well here, and as he went to ground here, the follow through from Indra Putra caught him. It was a straight red card, wasn't it?
Looked obviously the reaction from the DPMM players. I couldn't quite believe it. Khalsa pulling that one in.
Yeah, goalkeeper guessed the right way to survive after a very long wait, and Alan Khalsa does well to put into the net, the back of the net.
So 3-2 at that point. And Balestier kept coming and coming, and this was a really quick shot, wasn't it? He had to take that quickly. Taniguchi, and he did this job.
Listen, he is class. He is real class, and look at his first touch here as he takes this away from the defender. This was the first touch. Brilliantly done. And put it into the left side of Tusunbayev. No mistakes there.
Well, there was another penalty shout here.
This was the longest of wait, wasn't it?
Yeah, this one took a while, didn't it? And they all couldn't believe it. Najib Tarif, their reaction in the end, that one was reversed.
Yeah, his hands was really close to his body. In the end, he was reversed by Jansen Fu after going to the monitor. Took a while. Arrived at the decision, so red card retracted. And Najib back on the pitch.
I told you so kind of look, but anyway, we then had the winner here, and it was a glorious one from Taniguchi.
Yeah, from the man of the match, he truly deserves this goal. Again, with his left foot, this time, wonderful finish. A good touch out of his feet. Only one thing on his mind here. As he receives this ball, there you go. Great technique across the goal, across the goalkeeper. Tusunbayev, no chance at all.
4 goals now this season for Ryoya Taniguchi. These are the stats. It was just that kind of game.
Yeah, you know, in the end, it could have gone either way. It doesn't matter who was playing with 10 men or 11 men. And I think DPMM did very well today, considering the fact that they had, you know, things against them, but, you know, good performance.
Yeah, that is going to be a hard one to take, and it will be fascinating to hear the reactions of the 2 men in charge. We can tell you about the result in the other game, and Tanjung Pagar have got their first win of the season. Shaki Hamza opening the scoring in the 19th minute from a former DPMM player, Blake Rushuto, heading across to him.
Much needed victory here for Tanjung Pagar. Well worked goal here. A header across from Blake, and then great finish from the skipper, Shaki Hamza.
Into the second half, just a few minutes into that period, 3 minutes in, and they got their second goal. And it was Rishuto himself getting on the score sheet.
Oh, what a header from Rishuto. And great header, great cross, you gotta say. And totally deserved that goal, and a much deserved victory by Tanjung Pagar.
So he heads in off the crossbar. Those are the results. It's been a high-scoring weekend, hasn't it? Sorry, high-scoring round of matches. We don't have any matches this weekend, but yeah, there's all your scores. So 4-0 for Albrechts Nagata. Young Lions losing to Tampines Rovers. A good win here for Balestier Khalsa, and their first win for Tanjung Pagar United. And look at that. Look how it's bunched up at the moment, Shasi. Good to see.
Yeah, it's great to see, and a great start for a couple of teams. Tampines Rovers looking very good the way they've been performing, but you know, still early days.
Well, catch your breath. It has been fantastic stuff here. Our next round of matches actually will be on Tuesday and Wednesday. DPMM against Tanjung Pagar. They're going to be absolutely desperate to get their first win under the belt right here at Jalan Besar Stadium. At the same time, Balestier Khalsa, they're on a high, as well as Tampines Rovers at Bishan Stadium. That's going to be fascinating as well. On Wednesday, Albrechts Nagata are hosting Hougang United at Jurong East Stadium, and kicking off at the same time, Lion City Sailors will be licking their wounds and looking to bounce back against Geylang International at home at Bishan Stadium. So, what a fantastic night of football here at Jalan Besar. Didn't fail to disappoint. Adrian Pennock was right. It was full of goals. It ends DPMM 3, Balestier Khalsa 4.